we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From his end zone, Wilson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I'm not sure exactly how they would phrase it in their own locker room, but that's a
that was a good run,
bro.
bro.
To be able to get that amount of yardage on the first play of the game and a change field position to the positive side, you got to love the way they're getting started.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll run with Burgess. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll drop to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. The fair catch will move this out to the 25. Stroud now on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
Inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Yo, what's up, man?
From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
I ain't strained in a few days.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. The man in motion left here, Johnson. Carry here for Burgess. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Two yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, good start for him in this one here in the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd and a couple. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. The Texans at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 76 yards. And the Texans are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Ready? Trap 60, trap 60.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll let it fly for Austin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Calvin Austin, 69 yards. And the Steelers have come back to make it a 2-point
That outside cornerbacks ain't fast enough. He's gonna keep doing that shit, trying to set it up.
And this is up and good. It brings him within a point now. It's 14.
Take that away from him. He ain't gonna have nothing else to do. That's what he's using to get up and down the field.
This one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this group, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The second down throw now from Stroud. That's underneath to Pierce. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Stroud looking to change the play. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create
nice
space,
defense.
couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back
He didn't
to
get
the
it blocked.
scrimmage. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Nobody blocked him. He just ran right in.
They were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome Wilson going to the bench after that big play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to follow.
That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and no blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
Damn.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Almost skedaddled right on up out of there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Texans. Great play there. 37 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the foot. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the out.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the left sideline. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get and a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need him right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly what.
And now the rookie's free. And And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. First down now, but that clock rolling. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over a couple yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Stroud to throw it. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Stroud working out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain.
I'm trying to figure out when did these on-field visuals, like, what the hell happened? Like, they're showing the play art on the field. You know what that is. You've never seen that.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here goes Stroud again. He finds his man, complete. That's long. And they have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And Stroud now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Stroud. And that
You cannot get a pick for nothing, bro. They would not get his man an interception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
Bro, I scored.
That sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans just continue to roll. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is Burgess. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Back to throw here. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he finds Austin complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side. It's Burgess. They get him down, but
nice run.
He takes it across the 40-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Let's do
And into the end zone. Touchdown.
Damn.
Pittsburgh. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up
he
and then
ran.
showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Stroud, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Milton Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. A long long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Burgess. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the
Come
ground.
on, man. Get through the hole, bro.
And it's 2nd down.
They know that old expression,
All that daylight.
"It's not my night." It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Stroud.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
Ah, come on. You got faster than that.
I think a lot of the guys already will never be in this type of situation again.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Inside the 10, and they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting over.
Now 3rd down and 7. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Houston, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye, as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.